Hello and welcome to Men's Stuff. I'm Harley Conyer. Today I'm going to briefly talk about confidentiality. Client confidentiality is often something that is discussed in relation to counselling or coaching sessions. So what is confidentiality? Confidentiality means that as a client, a coaching client or a counselling client, you can expect the contents of your session, of everything that you discuss with your coach or counsellor or therapist, to remain confidential. This means that your coach or counsellor will not and is not permitted to disclose anything that you discuss with them to any third party. Now, let me just explain about a couple of exceptions to this. One exception is that if you tell your coach or your counsellor about your intent to harm either yourself or another person, then they are obligated by law to actually reveal that information and to advise the relevant authorities. The only other time where the contents of your session may be discussed outside the room is via supervision. Supervision is a process where your coach or counsellor actually works with a more qualified and more experienced coach or counsellor to ensure their ongoing professional development. As part of this, they may work with their supervisor to discuss the best way of supporting you as a client. However, with supervision, your personal information, any identifying information at all about you, is never brought into the conversation. So the content of the session may be discussed in generic terms in ways that does not identify you as an individual. That way, it ensures that the supervision process does not interfere with your right to confidentiality. So you can and you should expect confidentiality from your coach or counsellor. So let me give you an example of how far confidentiality may reach. If I was walking down the street and I saw you with another person walking along, I may actually not acknowledge you or not greet you or not even say hi. Now, you may think that I'm being rude, but in fact I'm actually supporting the confidentiality agreement that we have, because I don't know who that person is with you, and I don't know if you would like that person to know that you know me. Perhaps they don't know you're in counselling or that you're seeing a coach, and therefore by not acknowledging you I can actually respect the confidentiality agreement that we have. So if this does happen to you, please remember that it's not that I'm being unfriendly or trying to disregard you or ignore you in any way. It's simply because I'm trying to protect the confidentiality agreement that we have. So that's an example of where confidentiality can actually extend just to a day-to-day environment. The fact that you're seeing a counsellor or a coach in itself is confidential, which means that your name is never discussed, and I would never even tell anyone else who my clients are, their names, or provide any other identifying information either. So that's a short introduction to confidentiality, but if you have any further questions about confidentiality and what it means for you, please feel free to contact me on my mobile phone or via the contact form on my website. Once again, thank you for visiting Men's Stuff, and please feel free to look around the website or to contact me for more information. I'm Harley Conyer. Goodbye.